I've had at least 24 business failures ever since I was in middle school, when I was betting on March Madness games and trying to nickel and dime friends on pencils and erasers and all that. Getting into high school and trying to sell strategy guides online. Getting into college and building websites and brokering domains and selling things on eBay. I tried so many things, but I just kind of always started things and stopped things. Part of that was probably just my lack of discipline. Part of that was not feeling aligned with what I was doing. But all of that was a learning experience. And so as I ultimately decided to be a football coach for the next 20 years and kind of put entrepreneurship on the back burner. And I learned a lot of things from coaching that eventually allowed me to go all in on business and gain the financial freedom I was after. But a lot of that is just understanding that, even when we lost a game in football, if you just, went on to the next week and just created the new game plan and didn't learn from your losses, then you're going to repeat that. And so failing at business over and over was just lessons that ultimately finally added up to a very simple, that's typically what it is. You find a very simple way to get that financial freedom. And once you get that financial freedom, now you can invest in things, these other ideas you might have, whether it's literally other businesses, whether it's property, whether it's the stock market, whatever. But failing over and over, and that's a whole, like, literally, this is from football, from self-help books to Christianity to what is, just don't give up. Like, if you're literally willing to be bad for a long period of time. I don't remember where I learned this. It wasn't me, but I just remember reading something about if you're willing to suck for 10 years at something, you'll eventually be good at it. Like, if you're willing to just get knocked down over and over and over, and if you don't quit, right? That's the hard thing about like football and physical things, is that there's usually a clock that ends, and if you're not blessed physically, it might not matter how hard you try. But when it comes to something like business, as long as you just don't give up and you wake up tomorrow and you try a new angle on whatever you're doing, and you learn to persevere or pivot based off of the results of your actions, eventually you will find success.